Things suffer during a strike like this, and then some things thrive, like Barbie. Barbie still like, had a big thriving thing after all this, made a lot of money, had a lot of firsts, but I just want to talk about it's coming to digital now. Coming to digital September 5th. You can already pre-order it on Amazon for $19.99 if you want to own it and have it digitally at home. They have not said anything about when it'll be out actually on streaming. Now, Zaslav said sometime in the fall during that big marketing thing where it's like, we made $100 million because everyone's striking. During that shit, is that an impression? I think it was. But during that shit, that's when, he announced it's coming this fall and you're going to get some Barbie that way. But think about this movie right now. Barbie, biggest opening for a female director ever. Barbie, first female directed film to reach $1 billion. Barbie, the fourth biggest opening weekend of all time. Huge, huge monumental things. And that's not the only thing that happened, because this was a big thing that happened with Barbie. And I know Rachel's excited about this. Barbie beat The Dark Knight as the highest grossing film for Warner Brothers. It happened, it went down, highest grossing movie ever, surpassing The Dark Knight. Now, The Dark Knight made overall, it made $1.006 billion, but domestically, it made $536 million. Barbie made $537 million, and that's just still going on, so it's still counting.
Suck it, Christopher Nolan.
Well, he still benefited off Barbie though with Oppenheimer though, so he's still probably enjoying this a little bit. But yeah, it sucks because he held that throne for a long time. But it's great for Barbie. Again, you got Batman, you got Barbie, you got. The only person that's beating Barbie this year at the box office is Mario, which is crazy to me. It's still the highest grossing movie of 2023. Barbie's number 2. There's still some time. It might be able to surpass that, but it's pretty far ahead.
It's on track to surpass it.
It's still pretty far ahead, though. Mario made $1.358 billion.
On track to surpass it. I read it in 5 articles.
It is. 1.2 for Barbie.
Suck it, Mario. Suck it, Christopher Nolan.
So it's big though. I mean, the fact that it beat Dark Knight's huge. And Rachel, you talked about this before in the program. You're like, I just wanted to beat Dark Knight. What do you think? Are you surprised it happened? What do you think? You're probably excited about it.
I'm thrilled. I think it's great that Christopher Nolan got like a double middle finger on Barbie, because it beat Oppenheimer, and now it's overtaking his most commercially successful film. So I think it's great, personally. And I think it's going to make a lot of film bros mad, and I love it when film bros are mad. So
wrong. You're right, Rachel. But for him too, it's like he's probably like, what? Barbie? But he's also
probably are, but Barbie was a massively successful film because it was so fucking well done. It was so important to so many people, and it was so well done. I mean, I know I personally saw it 3 times in theaters, and I am not the only person who went and saw it a bunch of times.
And that's why it's made that kind of money.
I'm going to see it again later.
Hell yeah.
I still need to go back and watch it again too. Sabrina, are you surprised about this? That it surpassed The Dark Knight? Or are you on the same boat with Rachel here?
I mean, no, I'm not surprised, but I don't know if I'm as giddy as Rachel. Like, I don't hate Christopher Nolan for whatever reason. You do. I feel you, girl, because I hate James Cameron. So if we were talking about him, I'd be like, fuck yeah, and doing what you're doing. But I enjoy Christopher Nolan. Memento is one of my favorite movies of all time. Dark Knight Rises, great movie. What's the other one? The one you worked on, Inception. Inception, yeah, amazing fucking movie. I'm very fond of a lot of his pictures. Oppenheimer. It's like 3 hours, and it's a fucking like true story about it's not really my thing. I feel like I want to see it. Of course, there is the allure of Full Frontal by Florence Pugh. Like, who's not curious about that situation?
It's there.
But to be fair, a lot of success that Oppenheimer did have came from the whole Barbenheimer situation. Mm-hmm. Like, I know my boss's daughter, Eden, lovely young lady, her and her boyfriend spent all day. They went and saw Barbie first, they went and had dinner, and then they went and saw Oppenheimer. Mm-hmm. Now, and she is a person who would never have been like, let's go see Oppenheimer. It was right. Because of that trend. And I think that happened it benefited Oppenheimer much more than it benefited Barbie. There's no one that was like, let's go see Oppenheimer and then check out Barbie on the way. Like, that's not a thing. So it was really the other way around. I think
it honestly doubled Oppenheimer's take. I think Oppenheimer probably would have made at least half as much if it wasn't for the Barbenheimer
I don't know if I'm gonna go that far, but I definitely feel like there's somewhere between 0 and half. is definitely a benefit on Nolan's side, not on Greta Gerwig's side. If we're gonna talk about, I guess, directors in the film, but no, I mean, I'm not surprised. Barbie is a force to be reckoned with, and I hope it just keeps on breaking barriers and pushing forward and paving the way, you know, for so many fucking things, like better fucking movies, original movies, and fucking female-led movies, and fucking female directors. Like there are so many things.
Let's keep re-releasing Barbie until it beats James Cameron. Let's get it number one top grossing. Suck it, James Cameron.
I don't like that tactic, but I may consider it for this only.
I mean, that's what he does.
Yes,
I know.
That's why
I hate him so much.
He's like, as soon as it gets knocked down, he's like, put it back out
the
again.
The number one reason that I don't like him, because it's not fair the way he does that shit. That's what I don't like.
And he's like, put on IMAX 3D so it makes even more money because, you know, people are paying a premium price for those seats. So, and that's what he does.
3D. No one needs Titanic and
fuck off, please. Like,
they did it. They did it in 3D. It came out in 3D. I mean, after he was pushing it.
That's what I have to say. I just wanted to address Lexi said in the comment that she has a theory that Margot Robbie will guarantee a film sees box office success in the current climate. And I think in the current climate, like I feel like people are always inclined to watch her films. I feel like that's why Suicide Squad, had the success that it did as the second one. That and James Gunn. But even Birds of Prey, I feel like a lot, because DC movies, you know, as we've talked about a million times, have been on the decline. But she, you know, brings life to that franchise. You know, Babylon though, mixed reviews, not great reviews at all. But she supposedly did a wonderful job. Again, I'm not going to sit through a 3-hour and 20-minute long movie from fucking La La Land guy. Hard pass, Damien Chazelle. But I feel like she generally is such a good actress, and she's beautiful, and she's kind, and she's just, it's just so lovely to watch her on screen do anything. So I don't disagree with that, Lexi.
Is it kind of funny that Harley Quinn knocked out the Joker from the top grossing movie for Warner Brothers? I'm just saying, it kind of went down that way. Mr. J, I'm sorry. You know, it kind of happened. Oh, that's a drink.
100%, dude. Also, not a bad Harley Quinn impression.
Mr. J.
It's surprisingly
All right, don't push it. Take the compliment and move on.